It is going to be powered by World Sports Betting. It is times the match goes to extra time and penalties. Well done to Dondol Stars. You fought a very good fight. Orlando Pirates go through to the semi-finals of the Nedbank Cup. Tso Vilakazi, our analyst, former Orlando Pirates forward. What do you make of the game, sir?
Mr. Game, yes, sir. I'm Justice.
Steezy.
I'm Junior. I'm Trekking. I'm Makaya. Can support the Jalo like Tiski TV. So, Ben Jobin Jalo Chiri foot. What a game.
Yes, sir.
What a game. You know, these boys mele manje mabahamba bangabheki phansi baphakamisa amakhanda. They need to be proud of themselves. It never, I will say it never happened before where you'll see a team from third division and idlale with a top team with PSL and dominate the game. You know, if you can count. Oh well, they did, but
4-1.
Oh yeah, I think it was against Orlando Pirates. Yes. So these boys, they dominated. You know, in all the departments, they did very well. But now is, you know, that's why I'm not into them about ngithi angeke uwulwethu or pick and pay if you take experience. You earn it. Those boys in the short thing I was experience. Because the football that they displayed La Payana, the chances that they've created, it was just that experience in terms of where should you put that pass and when. That's all. But well done to them to go to the penalties with the Pirates. And Pirates, China La Payana is... I always say...
Is it brilliant saves or they just give him the ball? Especially the last penalty.
They just gave him.
There's a difference between you saving the ball and someone just giving you the ball. They kicked it like a little girl. They just gave you the ball.
Yeah, I would say they just gave him the ball. You know, sometimes there's something that is happening, Mr. K, is that sometimes players, they always think with the goalkeeper, they're just gonna dive. Once you can move your body, uzolandela umzimba wakho. So even if you can just put it nje kancane nje uyithi lapha mawungathi umzimba, he's going to follow your body. But some keepers, they are also smart. They don't just look at your body, they also look at your feet. And then look at the ball. Okay, yeah, like Mangalvula, so it means that's where he goes. Then Mr. Tavela lap. But one thing that impressed Uchina is the save that he did in the long one, why fix, where Mr. Kulman Uchina Uguti. Umponjane, it happens to him. And when you look at the distance, Kamponjane, and the distance China, you could see a person who was supposed to concede with China, not Umponjane, with the distance, because Umati was Guyafiak. But Law was already Pirates, and the Uchina was out of, I think, out of 6 yards. But you could see if Okasiaki was in the game, watching the game, because okay, now they are taking, then he took some few steps back, so that he needs to cover the angle at the back. So when he took that shot, that boy, then it was, you know, not easy. But he was looking when Marabuyele move Marajamba, I fix. Well done for him.
Yeah, why did Pirates struggle? Why did Pirates, for the second time in this tournament, they took us to extra time? They did this against the Venda Football Academy from the Mutsepe Championship. And this one is the ABC Mutsepe League. Again, another extra time. Why did they struggle today?
Mr. Kewe, you need to balance a game. You cannot only use the width to win games. Teams, they watch you and they were like, okay, they use the width. They are not using the middle. They don't try to use the depth. They always use the width. So you make life easier for them. So they will cover the width and then make sure they create. That's what Dondol did. They make sure that they cover the width and they play it in the midfield. That's why they look good. They will dominate the game because in the midfield they could play. So in Pirates, they've got midfielders that they can't play. They can't have combination play pass to the striker or get a pass, play the striker, get a pass from the striker and then play it wide. They don't have those midfielders. So at Dondolo, that's where we're good because they will control that midfield. They will play amongst themselves in the midfield. Then they will use the width and they will play that depth again for their striker. So if Pirates, they need to balance their game because they will continue to struggle again when they're gonna play semi-final.
I need to let you go, Tso, because there's another game playing at the same time as well. What does Dondol Stars take away from this? They beat Amazulu, they beat SuperSport United. They take Orlando Pirates to the to the penalties in the quarterfinals of this tournament. What are the coaches and the owners saying to the players now?
Look, number one, I'll say well done to the owner of the team, well done to the coaches. To put the team together in this manner, it takes hard work. And the coach and the technical team, they did very well. I mean, beating two, PSL teams is not an easy thing. And go to extra time penalties with the PSL team. Well done. If they can keep up the work that they're doing behind the scenes, I think we'll see this team. If they don't sell their players, can we see them go foundation next season?
All right, so there you go. Back-to-back matches. Orlando Pirates defeating the Dondol Stars on penalties. We'll be watching now Stellenbosch against Mamelodi Sundowns in the same Nedbank Cup as well. We'll give you that video later on tonight. Tiski TV, Tiski Times, or Sports Betting.